This never gets old. This never gets old. All right. Hello, interwebs. Let's bring in our guest today. Mr. Kurnow. You guys can take yourself off mute now.
Oh, wow. Because we were so good at it to begin with.
Oh, hold on. Oh, you're on mute.
Hey, yeah.
Do we have audio? Oh, I hear you now.
No, I'm here.
I'm lying. It was my side. So, disclaimer to the interwebs. I apparently, it turns out I actually suck at live streaming. So I'm trying to learn Wirecast. So all of you are my guinea pigs today, as I learn to get better. Yeah, false start. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate you pointing that out to us. So anyway, Mike.
What's up?
Rachel.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, so this is Alyssa Knight. Thank you. I want to welcome everyone to the show. We appreciate as Rachel takes another puff. We appreciate you guys joining us today. We are broadcasting live on day 8 from within the containment zone of Las Vegas. Okay, come on, you guys. Have you guys seen Containment yet? That new series on Netflix? You know, like with the bleeding eyes and like, it's a thing. Like, it's a great series. It's actually pretty accurate. Like, there's no, I don't like the zombie virus apocalypse things, you know, where people turn into zombies. I like the real stuff where like their eyes explode and there's like blood. Is it too soon? Too soon? Too soon? Oh my goodness.
Trending things on Netflix right now, which are Containment and Outbreak and everything else that could possibly incite panic within my soul. So,
Yeah, Contagion was a good one. Me and the wife watched that on Friday.
Yeah. Rachel, your audio sucks. Do you have a headset?
I can figure that out one moment.
There will never be unacceptable audio quality on my show. I will kick guests off for that. Come on, Mike. How was your day?
I got that memo. That's why I have the headset.
I know, you got that memo. I beat you up in the last show. We are not talking about Elastic today. So, audience, if you have any questions, please feel free to chime in on LinkedIn Live, YouTube Live, or Facebook Live, where we are simultaneously broadcasting across all 3 channels. I will try and monitor all 3 chats, but I will need the help of my esteemed guests, Mike and Rachel, for that. So today we're going to be covering COVID-19. Yes. And cybersecurity spending as a result of it, and the bank that I just hacked. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about hacking APIs, and we're going to talk about some other things that Mike looks extremely intrigued about covering. Why do you look so bored? Am I the show just started? How can I be that boring?
Oh no! So on my screen, the Wirecast screen has everything looking blurry, and I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, don't look at that. Do not look at that. Just look at like something else. I don't know. Look at the
I'll
goat
look
video
at
on
that.
YouTube. Oh, is it the rendezvous screen? Is that what it is? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Don't worry about that. It's all good.
Wait, is that-
We're broadcasting.
is that better?
I'm assuming all of my loyal Knight Rider fans would yell at me on LinkedIn if the audio or the video was bad. Robert Hodges, how is the audio and the video? Juan Romero. I know, audio's actually good today. We figured out the audio problem for those of you who joined us in the last live broadcast. Anyway, so let's talk COVID-19. Mike, what is it like for you? First of all, tell the audience where it is you actually live.
So I am in Durham, North Carolina.
Oh, there's no containment zone there, is there? Can I say containment zone? Is that fun? Is it too soon to make jokes about this? Like, how are we? I mean, like, sensitivity to the people that have died and those who have lost people to this, but like, is it too soon? Is it too soon? Am I good?
I don't care.
All right, cool. If I offend anyone in the chat, please forgive me. If you lost someone to COVID-19, please forgive me. So, Mike, what's it like there in the boonies of North Carolina?
Yeah. So I don't know, I mean, it's actually not as bad. So I've been kind of, living this kind of keep to myself lifestyle for a good while now.
Yeah, you work from home, don't you? Like this. I feel like and let me know if any of you disagree, but I feel like a lot of us work from home already, so this isn't much of a culture shift. Like I get that. Okay, so in the last show I talked about how like I forget that not everybody works from home, but I swear to God, I've worked from home for like the last 15 years. Like, so this is like nothing to me. I don't know, but I get it. There's people that report into an office.
I did. I reported into an office.
Did you really?
I did, yeah. Every day.
En lo nombre de Padre de Santa Maria. Sorry.
Wait, did you do it today?
That was like my Catholic impression of a priest.
Okay.
That was your Catholic impression of a priest.
Or my impression of a Catholic priest.
Oh, man.
Who doesn't apparently speak English. So, okay, look, guys, let's get down. Let's ask the $1 million question here. Look, either you're for or against this. Let me know if you disagree. I feel like COVID-19 is a reset. I feel like, look, after this whole COVID-19 thing blows over, there's going to be way fewer people who are wasting toilet paper. Can you spare a square? Just a square. Sorry, Seinfeld episode rerun. Anyway,
Yeah.
I just feel like this is awesome because it's like people are going to be wasting way less food after this whole thing blows over. I mean, think about it. When was the last time that you stood in line for 2 hours waiting to buy toilet paper? When was the last time you did that? Never. Right? I feel like this is a lesson learned. We need to, I mean, you should see me. Like, I used to wipe the counters down in my kitchen with napkins. Oh no, not in a post COVID-19 apocalyptic era. I am actually wiping my counters in the kitchen down with a washcloth. I'm telling you, we're gonna be there. Come on, guys, weigh in on chat. How many of you think this will actually be changing the way that we live after this is all over? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Say something. I'm doing all the talking. You guys need to say something.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a bit of a change. A lot of people are going to start noticing how many people could actually have worked from home this whole time. How many people didn't realize who it was that they're rooming with. That's a great point. That's another outcome to this. Yeah, definitely. I thought that I was a much better parent than I actually am. Turns out, surprise.
Wait, turns out that you're not as a good parent, or what?
No.
That one confused me.
No. I thought I was just the epitome of patience. That is a lie.
Come on, I mean, don't you guys think about it now? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm sure there's some people out there that used half a roll of toilet paper. I mean, now after this and post COVID-19, they're going to use way less toilet paper. Come on. I mean, I'm telling you, this is going to change the way people live after this whole thing blows over.
Yeah, definitely.
Have y'all ever seen a Demolition Man?
No.
The Sylvester Stallone. It's a movie
No,
from the 90s
It's
where,
to clarify, I've heard of it. I just haven't seen it.
it's fine. I'll just kind of paint a quick picture of it. So basically, Sylvester Stallone's a police officer that ends up getting arrested for doing something, trying to catch a criminal. It results in like a bus full of innocents exploding. And so they subject him to an experimental kind of sentencing where they freeze you for like 70 or 80 years versus, counting that as time served versus actually holding you in prison. He gets thawed out to like a utopian society, and they don't have toilet paper. They have 3
There's no
plastic
TP?
shells. Nope, they have 3 plastic shells.
Okay, you know what? We should have had someone from Greenpeace on this show to actually comment on how much toilet paper ends up in the ocean and clogs up this. I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's some sort of ecological effect that toilet paper has. Like, I get it, or diaper wipes or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just think that everything in life is a domino effect, right? Like, if we change globally, if we change one particular habit that's become habitual. Oh dear God, what is that? What was that?
Human monsters sound like
Jesus! Oh my God! Life calls, Rachel. So I mean, I don't know. I just feel like if we change one thing globally, it's gonna have this ripple effect with so many other things. Like, I don't know. Look at how much of the world is using way less toilet paper. What is that going to solve? Like, does it increase the number of dolphin lives that are saved because we're using less toilet paper? I don't know. I don't know. Like the toilet paper rolls, where do those go? I don't know. I just feel like this is like a huge reset.
There's going to be an uptick in water usage at my house because we ordered bidets. Just saying.
Shut the front door. You guys ordered bidets?
Oh, yeah. 110%.
Oh, my God. I can see it now. For some reason, I just got an image in my head of you and a hose in the bathtub. We'll leave that one alone. We'll let that breathe.
Someone at Walmart suggested that I purchase a bidet. Because I was just like stocking up on Kleenex because the toilet paper was going.
Yeah,
Kleenex.
Yeah, Abhijit says faucet time. Yeah, I don't know. I traveled to Japan a lot, and I traveled to Europe a lot, and the bidets are a thing. I mean, seriously, like why hasn't the United States adopted it? It's there's nothing better than the feeling of warm water hitting your bum. I don't know. Maybe we're talking about this way too much. Maybe we should change the subject. It's getting, we're starting to encroach on that non-HR compliant sort of discussion. I don't know. So I think we lost. I think Rachel went and tended to the babies. So, okay, cybersecurity spending or no spending? What have you seen, Mike? I will say this. I have special access as the wife of someone that I can tell you now that, at least from what I've seen, that managed security service providers are definitely seeing I think POs being put on hold or statements of work being put on hold. I'm definitely seeing a spending, freeze. What about you, Mike? From your side of the world, first of all, tell the audience who you are. People are wondering who the hell is that guy in the glasses right there next to Alyssa. Introduce yourself. Tell our audience who you are and what you're seeing out there as far as cybersecurity spending is concerned as a result of COVID.
Yeah. My name is Mike Curnow. I wear a few different hats. So my day job is I'm the lead security operations center architect for Black Harbor Cybersecurity, based out of Detroit, Michigan. So basically, architecting what secure looks like, setting up infrastructure, architecting it, setting up infrastructure that gets deployed. I
freaking love that. Architect what secure looks like. I'm gonna plagiarize that. I'm totally stealing that.
I mean, you can use it. That's fine.
I'm totally using that. That's good.
I have a couple of startups that I do in my off time. So
Wait a minute, your employer might hear this or see this, or might be watching right now. Is that okay to say?
oh no, yeah, that's
Does your employer know about these
yes,
side hustles?
Oh yeah, all the time. Side hustle. That's a thing that will always be a part of me. Because I always like doing things that are useful, trying to do things that are going to help people, and sometimes I like doing that in my own way as well. So yeah, I'm the CIO of a startup called RapidCat, which is a financial analytics platform. It's a SaaS-based platform. You can hook into your Forex brokerage accounts and do auto trading based off of our, neural nets and machine learning algorithm outputs. And I am CEO of a recently minted company called Defiant Networks Incorporated, where we're aiming to secure industrial control systems and Industry 4.0 by deploying cloaked network meshing. And we are also leading with a very open source first methodology. So the technology that we're basically open sourcing a lot of stuff to try and stimulate and inject some positive shift in what's going on with companies not being able to afford certain security tools. So like we've got a network operating system that you can do peering with. We're working on a rollout SOC. A CM to use for a SOC that comes with SIRP, Security Incident Response Platform, and SOAR, Security Orchestration Automated Response, rolled into it. So you're not paying for these extra capabilities that big name platforms give you out of the box.
So it's an MSSP.
It's technically a software company. It's technically a software company because we're building software and we're open sourcing it first. And then we have premium stuff that we're working on.
Very cool.
But yeah, so cost wise, I see a mix of things going on. POs being put on hold, definitely. That is a thing that happens. Companies, especially like big organizations, have to figure out who's essential, who's not. They have to game plan. What open contracts can they afford? What open contracts are essential to their missions and objectives? Typically, thank God, that's cybersecurity, right?
Yeah.
Right now, I probably get a lot of people that would chime in on this. There are a lot of increases in attacks. Lots of increases in things like just basic drive-bys, maybe a little bit more complex coming through. Those are the SOC analysts that are seeing this stuff. Trying to find the weak points of externally exposed stuff. Especially the idea is that not a lot of people are going to be at the helm anymore, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hackers are banking on the fact that that security operations centers are empty, and SOC analysts are working from home. So, I mean, do you think? I mean, obviously, we saw the actual COVID-19 malware and all this. There's obviously an increase in spear phishing around it. Just hackers capitalizing on global, shit hitting the fan, if you will.
Yeah, never let a good crisis go to waste.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Love that quote.
And that's not that I actually think you should try and capitalize on it, but at the same time, I try not to have the precarious notion that people are just going to do the right thing. So this is the time like where there's little mental margins of error I set up for planning that people aren't going to do the right thing. That's where those come in handy now, because we see a lot of bad guys trying to do some bad stuff to systems that are otherwise exposed, or like I said, no one's at the helm. So I see a lot of larger companies shaving down to skeleton crews and ensuring that mission critical systems are staying operational. I also see the opposite. I believe things like a financial sector is probably going to see some kind of increase uptick in business, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can tell you that I'm a day trader and I do a lot of day trading, and people are trading on emotion right now. There's a lot of obviously a lot of people not buying, not selling, not doing anything. The market is like in a holding pattern. You've got people that are unloading stock just because they're freaking out. I mean, there's definitely, I think definitely, economic repercussions of everything going on. But it's interesting to me, especially coming, you work at an MSSP. You guys on your side hustle, you're building tools for MSSPs. So you're definitely seeing a spending freeze. What about you, Rachel? What are you seeing? I mean, you work for. Can you introduce yourself to the audience and to our viewers and talk about yourself? Who do you work for? What are you doing? And what are you seeing out there? Like, do you see a spending freeze? What are you guys seeing at your business?
So there's definitely concern about all of that and a spending freeze right now, especially amongst the larger organizations. They're all very concerned that their security budgets are going to be cut into right now. By the way, my name is Rachel Arnold. I work for Secure Nation. I'm a client relationship specialist, which means that I get to talk all day long to anybody and everybody.
You're good at that. You're very good at that. I love listening to you talk.
It's definitely a listening activity on my end a lot, and the general consensus is we're just going to put everything on pause, hang out for a second, see what's going to happen next and how it's going to fall. And
yeah, I feel like that's the theme with a lot of companies, right? Like Mike, I mean, everyone's on pause. Everyone's just on hold.
Oh, on hold, or trying to identify ways to squeeze out a little bit of stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are kind of repurposing and pivoting how we're doing things. And it's really all about trying to stay recession proof. And
yeah.
I know that's like a buzzword going around right now, but really, identifying, look at businesses that are still open, that are still open after these non-essential business closings. And you look at them and go, oh shit, they're essential. How can I work with them, or how can I be a supplier for someone to them? Right? You want to. This is my professional opinion. Someone can tell me I'm full of crap, but
well, Carlos Valencia says my financial advisor said to buy. I agree with you, Carlos. That's exactly what I'm doing. We've been on a buying spree. I just bought the other day. Just bought a shit ton of stock. You see Apple and what it's trading at. You see Tesla at what it's trading at. This is an awesome time to get in on oil. Look at the ETFs like USO. Look at the Spider. Look at all of these different ETFs that you can get in on that are selling super cheap right now. I mean, look at you guys. Look at history has taught us that. Look at 9/11. Look at the Spanish flu. Look at all these really horrible events that have happened in history, and what happened in the stock market, and how many people walked out of those that had cash to spend and buy stock. Look at how they walked away from those events. The market will come back. Life will resume as usual. It's how much stock can you buy right now while everyone is freaking out.
Definitely. Yep. I know I did a whole bunch of shopping therapy over the weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything is cheap right now. If you have disposable income to actually deploy right now, this is a great time to buy stuff. I don't know. Floyd says it's still going to go lower. I agree. I mean, I think, you see the dips and turns that some of the ETFs I'm monitoring have gone throughout the day. I mean, it's going to go up and down throughout the day. Set some buy triggers and, just try and get stock as cheap as you can. Get in on Apple, get in on USO, get in on, all of these ETFs that are just spread your risk across multiple stocks with an ETF.
Oh yeah, definitely agree.
Not that this is supposed to be stock advice or anything. I need to give that legal disclaimer. I am not a stock advisor. I am not a FINRA registered agent. Anyway, yeah, it's a great time to buy. It's a great time to buy.
Can you actually get in trouble for that if somebody makes a
I think it come on, man. This is the United States. It's the United States of litigious people. Give anyone a reason to sue somebody. Yeah. So, all right, let's get off the COVID-19 subject. Let's talk about something else. So, update. I'm about to release a new video. I recorded myself hacking a bank's API server. so now, okay, let me set this disclaimer. This was completely sanctioned. So for those of you who remember, in 2019, I downloaded all these financial services mobile apps. I decompiled them and reverse engineered them and found all these hidden API keys and API tokens, and resulted in all this amazing research. This year, I'm focusing on the API endpoints, and a bank retained me, who shall remain nameless. I will call them a European bank. We'll call them Bank of Europe, and they have a bunch of API servers, and I recorded a video of me breaching their API servers without having to authenticate. So I targeted the APIs with Postman and recorded this. And while I was texting the CISO, they literally had to pull over on the side of the highway because of the screenshots that I was showing him. So I'm now like in the 5th attempt to try and blur everything that's not good to be showing out there. So I'm blurring URLs. Anyway, this is coming. Just so my Knight Rider fans know, this will be hitting the street here in the next day or so. Definitely this week. So yeah, let's talk about APIs. Mike, go! API economy.
Yeah.
Say something about APIs. Sounds smart.
Yeah. So I'm trying. So there was an engagement I had a couple of years ago. Like I have experience in APIs as well, not bank specific, more so for.
Dude, what do you not
financing.
have experience in? You have experience in everything, dude. Dude, yes you do. Don't be modest.
Well,
seriously, okay, for those of you who are in chat, I could seriously throw any topic at Mike and he'd be like, I know about that. Like,
not any
Docker, I know about that. Kubernetes, I know about that. The only reason I'm able to snap right now is because I've had so much wine. Mike, go. APIs.
Yeah. So
that was water.
I've had
everyone calm down.
I've had similar experiences with not banking APIs, but APIs for a financing application. I don't know. It's a funny enough thing. Like, I'll start with the general statement because I'm not sure the course that this particular topic is going to take. But I will say that most of the things that I've found in pen tests of web applications and mobile applications, typically in the financing space, has always had a API vulnerability. And
really,
normally, yeah,
so you're used to running into API vulnerabilities in general, just people that were just poorly programmed an API endpoint.
Yes.
What's been your experience? Has it typically been like, what has it been around, like authentication authorization issues where they weren't properly authenticating the API requests? That's been my experience, if that's not obvious.
There's been a couple that are like that, but I think for me, like, I found funny stuff too, like API calls to some kind of like online IP address validator. Like some platforms and some of these things I've pen tested have, they're in certain countries. They don't let people from certain countries come in. But when the remote service that they send these API calls out to do the verification, when that goes down, the whole app goes down. I remember actually getting blamed for that. People thought,
uptime availability issues with APIs.
Yeah, people thought that like when we were hired to do a pen test a few years back at a company I used to work for, they thought it was me that turned it on. I'm like, nope, here's the issue. And I showed them how to use MaxMind databases to store that locally, gave them a script that they can just run iteratively, get new updates on an IP address. It's external APIs, relying on external APIs to pass some kind of check in like Lighty or Light HTTPD or something. I don't know. There's been authentication stuff I've run into, but I have a lot of these like kind of weird outlying scenarios. They're interesting. But yeah, API.
APIs rock! How do you close out with something like that? Rachel, cybersecurity spending or freeze, go. What are you seeing?
Spending or free? Well, it's back again to the situation where everybody had their budgets approved, lined up, ready to go, and looking and shopping and vetting, and then this happened, and everybody just kind of stopped and held still for a bit. There's some, of course, that are still moving forward with things, but the rest of them are so scared that the bottom's it's just gonna drop out from under them, or the rug's gonna be.
So you're saying that your customers seem to be holding on to cash. Then a lot of you guys have definitely seen a drop in sales at your company.
We haven't necessarily seen a drop in sales at our company because we forecast according to what's actually like approved budgets and those kind of things.
Okay,
But,
so
yeah.
budgeted projects you guys are seeing go through.
budgeted
If it was previously budgeted for, you guys are seeing that go through.
Yeah. We've gotten creative in a couple of places where we have definitely negotiated terms on some things in light of this and been able to save back some budget for those extra projects that they were afraid weren't going to happen, but now can happen. So that's awesome. I get to exercise my superpower. By the way, husband.
I'm like, oh, we've got a new guest on the show. That's amazing.
Yeah. He's
Tell him hi for me. So,
Hi.
I dig the hairstyle.
yeah, I love the hair. So, all right. So, forecast. When do you guys see this going? Like, do you guys is this good?
It's a whole pattern right now. There's probably going to be a shakeup definitely across the board, but
I was talking to one of my customers in New York, and they were talking 9 months. 9 months.
Yeah.
9 months.
Yeah, we're starting.
Oh my God.
We're projecting about 6 months, and then up to 9. Yeah, could be, and even further than that. It could be everything's pushed on to 21. Because you just can't sort this out in enough time.
So, Mike, Matthew Christensen wants us to cover the threat landscape and what has been going on with cyber attacks exploiting this crisis. What have you guys, especially in an MSSP environment, it would be great to get you to comment on that.
Threat landscape, what's been going on with cyber attacks exploiting? Yeah, so there's so two glaring things that I've seen so far, and you can read countless articles about how bad actors are leveraging the coronavirus and COVID-19 as a social hook to kind of start running these social engineering campaigns, spear phishing, phishing in general, credential harvesting, whatever form that takes. So there's a big increase in that. And then also, I think I said this before, but I've seen a massive uptick in traffic that I don't want to say DOS levels quite yet, but almost DOS levels. Just a shit ton of scans, right? Shit ton of drive-bys.
Oh, really?
Fire hose, basically.
Okay, so spraying. So a lot of port spraying going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like stuff that you normally you're like, that's nothing, but that's a lot of nothing.
You made a really good point. Is that there's the fact here is that there's adversaries who are betting on this SOC being empty. Just spraying target IPs with vulnerability checks, just being loud as hell, not caring whether or not somebody sees them or not. Obviously, SOCs aren't going to completely empty out. I mean, especially at MSSPs, but I mean, would you say that a lot of the threats you're seeing are typically email born? Like a lot of them are around spear phishing. I've seen a lot of spear phish where, hey, look, click on this link for the latest COVID-19 dashboard for a real-time view of the COVID-19 dashboard, like a version of the Johns Hopkins University dashboard, the real-time dashboard. I mean, I see that happening with spear phishing, but I mean, like, what are you seeing as far as attack vectors?
So I mean, I get a lot of those in my email as well, and I have like about like 8 emails, so I'm getting them,
Yeah.
basically all of them.
Yeah. Hovering over the link. Make sure you guys hover over that link. Make sure it's pointing to the address that you think it's supposed to point to.
And probably shouldn't do this unless you know what you're doing, but if you
hit it with a
want
Linux
to
box.
spin up I was going to say, if you want to spin up a VM and venture forth, I used to teach programming and security for a few years at the Coder School in Cary, North Carolina, and I had like a whole week where I went over phishing, like phishing tactics and like how it works, and there were some really advanced things, like things that go on behind the scenes with phishing as well, and I showed them Fishbowl. It's a site, Fishbowl. You just Google it. And it's a repository of all recorded and live phishing sites.
Oh, interesting. I've actually never heard of that.
Yeah. I did a lot of incident response for a while. Organizations getting.
You did IR? I didn't know you did IR. That's news.
I did IR.
Just when you think you know
somebody.
somebody.
Not to.
Wait, what was that? You tried not to? I tried so hard not to be a forensic analyst.
Well, because I was always more in the engineering space, and that's typically where I saw myself building this.
Well, you're a code writer, man. You write code.
I do write code. Some of it good, some of it trash. And when it's trash, I rely on other people to help me.
That's amazing.
And I'll say so. But yeah, I did some IR for organizations that would get phished, and typically it's like the CEO with like 2 PhDs and a gajillion masters, right? The epitome of ivory academia tower. And it's the same guy. It's like, oh, then UPS needs my password changed. I guess I should do it. And yeah, it's pretty interesting how advanced some of these phishing attacks get, because they rely on a lot of CNC action to run tools that interact with Office 365 and stuff like that. And so you have all these things happening in the background. I forgot where I'm going with this.
Happens to me all the time. ADD. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Sorry. I guess we should bring Mike back in. Hold on. Sorry, Mike. You're back.
Oh, what happened?
Sorry. I brought in the goat. Right when you said I forgot where I was going with that. I brought the goat in. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know. Rachel, say something about cybersecurity.
It's a big cluster right now.
All right, look, I'm getting all these requests for us to talk about APIs. Let's talk about APIs. Mike, are the monolithic applications era dead? Like, is it dead? Is everything now 100% microservices? I don't know. You know, Rachel, maybe you saw that announcement from Jeff Bezos at Amazon about how people need to basically be looking for a new job if they try and write an application at Amazon that doesn't communicate over APIs.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Like, this is the thing. This is the thing. So Bezos put out an announcement, I think it was even linked, that if you were going to write an application at Amazon, it needed to communicate over APIs. You needed to be able to interact with it over APIs. Or you needed to find a new job. Mike!
That's harsh.
I feel like
what are your feelings about this?
I think I see what he's saying. Like you need to start making a shift to what our vision set is. But I also think it's a very sweeping general statement. I get what he's saying. I think that making the shift to microservice infrastructure, when I definitely see the use case from a hosting side, As far as other services that are out there right now, like things that are currently running, that have been running in monolithic apps for a long time, and it takes a long time and effort to wrangle the dragon that is a monolithic app, and either moving it to the cloud or breaking it out into containers. Like I do a lot of work on my stuff with containerization of things, and so stringing these containers that contain the microservices together to work in concert. I definitely see the value in that going forward, but at the same time, I don't know. I still think that the jobs that require programming at a monolithic application level are still going to need people to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and not every app necessitates an API, right? So I mean, why put something behind an API if you don't need to?
Yeah, I mean, like they're, let's see, certain big name CMs, like they have a cool thing going where like their tools on the inside, like if your main application has to talk to a MongoDB to facilitate that KV store for like your username, password, all that stuff. Typically, that's over like a no trust model where it's utilizing HTTP or like TLS certs internally. You don't need an API for that shit. I mean,
Yeah.
can you do it perfectly? Yeah, you can do it if you want to.
Why put it behind an API just for the sake of putting it behind an API?
I think it really just comes down to business logic. Does it make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like with me, one of the things, and I don't know if you guys want to weigh in here, but I think the most prevalent vulnerability I find with APIs is a lack of authentication. So, with this bank, for example, and again, I'll be publishing the video sometime this week, but, like they were supposedly trying to do authentication with cookies. Like, first of all, RESTful APIs are stateless. Like, what how the hell are you going to how the hell are you going to authenticate people off of cookies with a RESTful API? Have you ever heard of that before?
Yeah. I've seen it done actually.
And of course it wasn't working, which is why this is so dangerous. I was able to send API queries, change PIN codes of ATM debit cards for other bank customers without authenticating, and some other fun stuff that you guys will see in the video. But
I was like, well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, well, like I removed the checkbox in Postman for sending the cookie, and I was still able to send those API calls, and I was getting a success response for every single one of them.
What?
Yeah,
so
talk about
I don't know.
storing it.
Like, when have you guys ever seen somebody authenticate people off of cookies with an API?
I've seen something similar done, where key values were stored, though obfuscated, still stored on the front end, which is a weird way of doing it, because it's not secure.
Clearly.
Yeah, it was a funny. Well, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it, and when I first had identified this, it just was a headcock moment. Like, what? Let me change this. And so I was able to go from a user to an admin by changing two key values stored in JSON on the local session storage on that browser.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, it was a financing platform that lenders and lendees were able to use. I'm not going to say the name of it because I don't know if I can. But maybe.
Well, there was even a session ID in the cookie that was being passed. I think it was like J session ID or whatever, and like it wasn't even respecting that. Like, I was using two completely different user accounts to change the PIN, change data for other bank customers, and the session ID wasn't even matched. So it was like it wasn't even looking at the cookie. It was the strangest thing.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Like, typically, the past maybe year or so, some of the pen tests that I've managed, we've seen some Um, uh, Tokenization of certain things that were using a rather low entropy.
Yeah, tokens, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
tokenization of stuff.
and JSession ID was something that came up, and we, basically just people employing that methodology while not using a strong high entropy algorithm to generate those.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
if anyone wants, and anyone in chat wants to weigh in on this, if we have any developers listening right now, I would love to have an entire show on API security and API hacking, just because it's been such a focus of my vulnerability research lately. It's just a very interesting topic for me because it's the idiosyncratic distinctions between all the different APIs and developers that are writing these APIs is just so different across every API endpoint, and this creates such an distinguishable and just different attack surface with every API endpoint that I think it necessitates talking about. You know what I mean? And I don't know about you, Mike, or also Rachel, but what you guys have seen out there with API insecurities. I mean, it's a real problem. And I think we just aren't getting it right. And there's just this assumed with some of the code I've looked at, it was assumed that if you had a specific token, it meant you already authenticated, so it just implicitly trusted any calls containing this. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's like, how do I say? The thing I would ask myself when creating an application, and again, someone can supersede me and say, no, that's wrong, that's a secondary or tertiary thing, whatever. But one of the first things that I would think about, does this function necessitate an API call, or can I forego it? I don't know. I just think that people like to throw APIs in areas where they're. I don't know. It just it's like,
so it's an over reliance on APIs, is what you're saying.
I think so. You can do a lot of cool stuff with APIs, of course, but I think it really you should just ask yourself,
do I need to be doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I need it?
Yeah.
Are we doing an API call just for the sake of doing an API call? Awesome sauce. All right. Well, in the last few minutes here of our show, what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to cover? I asked you guys to bring topics. I'm putting you on the spot. I am officially out of topics.
No.
Rachel, say something smart.
The fact that you say that you are quarantined in Las Vegas, and that's so much better than the swamp I'm looking at outside my window.
Hey, we have this is Las Vegas. We have swamps. Trust me. It may not be water swamps, but we've got swamps. I don't know. It's crazy. Like, yeah. I mean, we still go out, of course. Like, we'll do a grocery run. There's, of course, a line no matter where I go. We typically go to Trader Joe's. It's pretty crazy here. I mean, our governor just recently announced a lockdown, not wanting people to leave their house. Of course, it's not compulsory, but it's pretty crazy here. Like, I feel like I was just talking to a friend of mine today. Like, it feels like we're in a movie. This feels like the set of a movie. I'm just waiting, for George Lucas to just come in and say, cut! I don't know.
Yeah.
Or M. Night Shyamalan, whatever.
Or like, I think somebody said something in the chat too about how they have everything that's got COVID-19 in their mailbox automatically, like, just being trashed.
Yeah. Like all of the emails coming out from vendors, like, hey, look, in this stressful time, we understand that, we're here for you. There is so much just spam, just crap coming in my inbox about COVID-19.
I absolutely hate it. And it's the kind of thing, too, where there's so much noise going on that if there is somebody out there that actually genuinely is trying to help do something or offer something for free.
It's white noise.
It's white noise. Nobody hears it. Nobody at all.
Yeah, well, YouTube stopped.
COVID-19, like, I stopped listening.
Yeah, YouTube stopped monetizing videos that contains the word COVID-19 in it. COVID-19. No, I mean, I don't plan on monetizing this, but I don't know. It's gotten out of hand. I mean, how do we filter out the garbage from the useful information about COVID-19? For me, I just go to CNN. Like, I don't understand why that crap arrives in my inbox. As if, like, I'm going to rely on some person I don't know to give me up to the minute information on the status change of COVID-19. No, I'll go to NPR News.
Do you know how many salespeople I have yelled at about that? About that. That's exactly what you just said. Why would I trust a stranger to come up to me like that? I'm like, you wouldn't talk to somebody on the street like that. You would not walk up to,
If you were to talk to us
over there and be like, in light of the COVID-19 crisis, do you need me to do a bunch of stuff for you that you have no idea how useful it is? No. Why would you do that?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's an issue too. Like trying to sell stuff, it's harder when you have to first sell the person on the product. So, like, if someone were to come up to you on the street, first of all, I'd say, "Hey, you're not responsibly socially distancing yourself. If you step back 4 faces,
right?
I can still smell what you had for breakfast."
Yeah.
But I think you run into that
toilet
issue,
paper
right?
use, they probably smell pretty right.
Yeah. Now, if they're selling you toilet paper, I'll listen to them. Or like if they give free toilet paper, like, all right, pitch me. Toss it from 8 paces away, but pitch me. But
oh my God, you just launched a new campaign across all vendor vector. Like, there's going to be free toilet paper everywhere.
I feel like something that should definitely happen once conferences spin back up again. And we've learned not to cough on each other. I think that for like conference swag that companies do at their booths, they should be printed toilet paper. I think that's the thing that should be done.
I don't know. Vendors are going to jump on that swag bandwagon and start creating tchotchkes on toilet paper rolls.
Oh yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know. All right. Well, I think speaking of which, I think that's a good way to end this show. I really appreciate you guys being guests on today's show. I appreciate all of you guys joining us today. I know. I don't know. I hope we provided some value. Gave you guys something to laugh about. I know most of it was just pretty much bullshit, but it was fun nerding out with you guys for a while.
Yeah.
About absolutely nothing.
Absolutely.
Hey, the most successful sitcoms in history were about nothing. Like Seinfeld. That was a TV show about nothing. I'm telling you. This was 45 minutes of nothing. But I hope we added some comedy to some of your lives. For those of you stuck at home, have cabin fever. Mike, Rachel, do you guys want to take us out with anything of particular deep importance and something to get us thinking about deeply?
Thinking about deeply?
What intrinsically deep thought do you want to lead us out with?
Yeah.
Man who stands on toilet is also high on pot.
So everyone that's making an effort to do teleconferences and have everybody get on camera and stuff, just think about how many people aren't wearing pants when you're on these
That is amazing. That is exactly how we're ending this show. How many people are absolutely not wearing pants? I am not wearing pants. So, with that, this is another episode of Knight TV. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Bye.